Alright, it seems like a nice night to be hopping into this new set of shenanigans. I've got a nice game loaded up that I've never played before. I've got my emotional support doogie at my side here, ready to give me comfort if things get a little bit too tough and whatnot. And I've slightly changed up my 3DS layout here a little bit for this game, because I did a little bit of experimenting. I'm going to turn down its sound very slightly here to like, whoa, to like here, adjust my own desktop audio, and then adjust things there, something like that. Yeah, something like that. So usually when it comes to my 3DS layouts, the top screen would actually be a little bit smaller to make a little bit more space for the bottom screen, or yeah. It'd usually be like this, is essentially what it would usually be like, is the typical way that we have our 3DS layouts, and the way that we had it for most recently Fire Emblem Fates. But with a little bit of experimenting with this game, like just in the intro section off camera, just seeing what would be optimal for this, it seems like on the bottom screen is just like items and map and not a whole lot of important stuff. It's not like Fire Emblem where it's like, here's all the stats of like the battles that you're having and whatnot, and all the like skills and all that fun stuff, so it's not as important. So for this game, I decided to extend out the top screen a little bit, since that's where the main game is and whatnot, and the bottom screen, which is just map and items, can be a little bit smaller. And with this whole shebang that I got figured out with this game, one of the interesting features about this game is when you hold L, which in the last game we played of Metroid Zero Mission would allow you to like aim at angles and whatnot. In this game, it's like complete free aim when you open L, so not even just the straight, you know, not 90-degree angles, the 45-degree angles, I guess that would be. You can do like way further than that. You can do complete free aim, but that means that you can't do that on a keyboard, because, you know, what are you gonna do if you're using WASD? Are you gonna press W a little bit more than D to freaking aim up that away, something like that? Probably not. So this game, if you're playing it on PC, absolutely seems like it needs a controller with an analog stick, so that is what we are actually going to be using for this, and that was my freaking testing file right there, essentially, is what that is. So I'm going to be trying this with a controller, and because I'm doing it with a controller rather than a keyboard and whatnot, I think with this layout, the thing is with the way that I play this with Citra is this is about the size of how large the game will be, essentially. Whereas on OBS, that's a little bit larger. The reason why it's this kind of small windowed size is so that I can easily have it open on the side if I'm watching like YouTube or something like that, if I want to like grind in Fire Emblem while doing other things, or streaming like Dead by Daylight in between games. So I always keep it at the same windowed size, and I basically have to keep it at that size. If I put it into full screen, it's just gonna do that, so I can't really screw around with my layout outside of that and whatnot. So because the game is now literally larger on OBS, I think I'm going to do this playthrough like on OBS rather than on my desktop with Citra open and whatnot. I might actually just, you know, play this on like the same thing that you're seeing, essentially, as opposed to playing it on this, which is what I would normally do in a little window, as I've done with all 3DS games on this channel in the past. This time I'm actually gonna play it on what you're seeing me play it on, for like the first time for a 3DS game on this channel and whatnot. Adjust that way. Okay, something like that. Yeah, so this is gonna be something a little bit new for me, but I'm looking forward to trying it out. So with Metroid Dread releasing in October, something like that, we kind of made it our mission to, gosh darn, I swapped root A and B to be more like a Nintendo controller. With Metroid Dread coming up, I wanted to get through the most updated version of the first 4 2D Metroid games before then. A new file will be created. Yeah, let's absolutely do that. And, well, no, don't switch to that layout yet. In the year 20x5 of the cosmic calendar, I didn't realize it would start the thing immediately, so I'll actually keep rambling. So this is the most updated version of Metroid 2 on the Game Boy Advance. There is another version of it, fan remake, being another Metroid 2 remake, but this game here, which came out a little bit after, was also made by the same studio that's working on Metroid Dread. So we still have 2 more games before Metroid Dread, being Super Metroid on the SNES and then Metroid Fusion on the Game Boy Advance. But in terms of like gameplay, this is going to be like the most updated thing before Dread. This came out in 2017, and you know, same studio and whatnot. So even though we have more games to go to like be on top of the story before the release of Dread, this is going to be like the closest thing to Dread in terms of gameplay. Like the next step is going to be Dread, essentially. So you know, Dread is the next in line gameplay wise, but story wise we still have some more stuff. Anyway, hello Cam and Nevermore, how are you both doing today? But yeah, imagine they're gonna change the aiming from this to Dread. I imagine so in the year 20x5 of the cosmic calendar. The Galactic Federation research team discovered an unknown life form on planet SR388. While they were able to successfully obtain a living sample, their research vessel was attacked by space pirates during their voyage home. Oh noes. This attack was no coincidence. The space pirates had set their sights on these mysterious organisms called Metroids. They planned to replicate the sample and exploit its ability to absorb the energy of any life form. Their intention was to use Metroids as a weapon, one powerful enough to conquer the entire galaxy. Also, if the audio needs any adjusting, let me know, and I'll adjust it. To combat this threat, the Galactic Federation dispatched a lone bounty hunter to infiltrate the space pirate base on the planet Zebus. And hello as well, Super Hyper, how are you doing today? Yeah, there was that final boss that we played last time in Zero Mission. That was a painful final boss, quite frankly. Against all odds, Samus Aran eradicated the Metroids on Zebus and defeated Mother Brain, the leader of the space pirates. And so their sinister plans were thwarted. For a time. Concerned by these developments and by the great threat the Metroid species still pose to the galaxy, yeah, that's exactly what I'm allowed to say. The Galactic Federation mounted another expedition to SR388. A special squadron of elite soldiers from the Galactic Federation Police was dispatched to investigate. Shouldn't that say were dispatched to investigate? What do I know about English? The team soon went missing, but not before transmitting a small sampling of data back to headquarters. Analysis of this data confirmed a Metroid presence within the interior of planet SR388. So long as they continued to exist, these Metroids would forever pose a devastating threat to the galaxy. The resulting decision of the Galactic Federation Council was immediate and unanimous. The Galactic Federation Police, yeah, they're out here freaking the fun police. The fun police, that's what they are. They're detecting if there's any fun anywhere in the galaxy and getting right on top of that. Samus Aran, you must exterminate the Metroids once and for all. That's the plot of Metroid 2 here. Hello Ryuji, how are you doing today? Alien really influenced this? Yeah, that's where the name Ridley comes from, of Samus's main antagonist, as a reference to Alien. So it's no secret that Metroid was very, very inspired by Alien, considering the main antagonist is literally a reference to that. So they openly acknowledge that they took a lot of things from that. So yeah. Also, I recently got, and by recently I mean 2 days ago, after being on a back order list for 10 months, finally got my RTX 3070 graphics card. So it might not affect games like this as much as like actual main PC games, but I have bumped up the graphics from like 3 times native resolution to, I believe this is 5 times now. I believe this is 1440p. And it seems to be running it just fine, so I could probably bump it up even more if we really wanted it to, but we'll see. That's a cool, satisfying thing they're turning on the arm cannon, I gotta say. So yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a different experience. Look at this free aim. Over there, over there. Over there, over there, over there, over there. We could turn into 4K just to see what it's like. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that on streaming this, the best you're gonna see is 1080p, so it's not like you can necessarily see it in 4K, but 10 times native, 4,000 pixels times by 2,400. Let's see how well it runs it. Let's hit OK. Does it still run it? Oh my goodness, it still runs it beautifully. We could run it at literally 10 times native for now and see how it goes. Like, it might not make that much of a difference, especially considering the best quality you're gonna be seeing is 1080p 60 FPS. But like, you know, it's still kind of satisfying. That freaking graphics card. This is also what's encoding the stream right now, is the graphics card. For the longest time, I streamed with my CPU using the X264 encoder on OBS. But, well, I'm getting my buttons mixed up already. Imagine if we could do ray tracing for this, that would be freaking incredible. But I'm pretty sure the game itself is gonna need to support ray tracing. That, or you need to like get some mod or something like that. Like, I know that there are mods for like certain games to get ray tracing. I don't know about mods on Citra for ray tracing. That would be hella wacky. But look at this. Look at that free aim. Very, very nice. Up we go. So yeah, that free aim is something we're not gonna be having again until like Metroid Dread, in terms of this whole playthrough here and whatnot. We're not gonna have it in Super Metroid, not gonna have it in Fusion. So again, in terms of gameplay, this is about as updated as it's going to get before Dread comes out. I know I need missiles for that, but I've also found out that you can just like wall jump this from my time, like messing around with this and making sure that things are working and whatnot. So yeah, the free aim thingamabob is rather nice. When I first started experimenting getting this working, I was completely intending on doing like my keyboard controls like I typically, gosh darn it, do for these kinds of games on this channel. Except I literally could not do the free aim. So I was like, you know what? Controller it is. I'm the kind of guy that likes playing freaky emulated games on a keyboard or whatnot. Like, that's what I did with Fire Emblem all the time. But this time we're gonna have to whip out the controller for the sake of doing big spins and whatnot. Looks like this guy died. He's having a bit of a bad day. Having a little bit of a bad day over here. And there's this freaking meanie over this way, and it introduces the counter. Use your melee counter right before a charging enemy makes contact to parry. After doing so, you will automatically aim. Press X to use your melee counter now. It seems like a very nice kind of thing. Press X to use your melee counter right before a charging enemy makes contact. I will keep it in mind. But yeah, so in experimenting with this game, I noticed that, you know, the main game is on the top screen, as things usually are for 3DS games. But the bottom screen is literally just like misc items and map. So like, the bottom screen doesn't need to be as large as something like Fire Emblem, like I was mentioning before. So we made this kind of new layout where the top screen is bigger and the bottom screen is smaller to account for a better viewing experience and whatnot. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. How about you don't? My, oh my. Did I invent schnice? It was either something that I started saying or I heard Carvia say it. One of the two. I don't know if I originally started saying it or if that was freaking Carvia. I don't think you've ever heard anyone say misc. I freaking say it all the time and whatnot. I know that there's a lot of freaking terms that I've picked up from other people. Like, schnice might have been me. I've been using it for so long that I quite frankly don't remember. If not, it was probably from Carvia saying it. Most likely. The freaking streamer that initially inspired me to start streaming in the first place got me saying boosted. So whenever I want to say that I or someone else is bad at video games, I don't say bad, I say boosted. Is what I say, which is essentially calling one's progress a sham, because apparently it was like a league thing where people would pay somebody else to like make progress on their account. So if somebody seemed like they had a lot of hours or a high rank but they played awfully, you would say, oh, maybe they're boosted, maybe they paid somebody else to like make progress on their account because their skill level doesn't match what their profile says. So whenever I want to say that I or someone else is bad, I just say like, I'm boosted. Boosted. Absolutely boosted. And that was something that I didn't even know it was a term until I started hearing it being used. It was a thing by this streamer that inspired me to start streaming. And now because of him, I freaking say it all the time. I literally cannot stop myself from saying boosted. People ask me what it means all the time. Because like, it's not exactly a super common term, but you know, it's something that I've gotten very used to saying, because it cracks me up, because it's calling someone bad by calling their hours and progress a sham, and that, it's funny to me. I mean, it's pretty counterintuitive. What, they're for boosted? A Compact Morph Ball lets you move through narrow passageways. Simply push down while crouching, or tap the map menu on the touchscreen, take on Morph Ball form. Maybe I won't be able to play this on the same layout if I need to use the touchscreen and like actually click on things from time to time. If so, I will have to move OBS back over to that screen where it usually goes and just play on like the windowed thingamabob here, which wouldn't be too big of a deal, I suppose, but you know, it would be nice to change things up and whatnot. But yeah, it sounds like something positive on the face of it. Sounds like it'd be good to be boosted. Well, turns out, as fate would have it, it's not. But yeah, boosting means having someone better play on your account to get a higher rank than the player deserves, or teaming with someone higher rank. So yeah, it is a rank thing in that case, is what it is. It seems like. But yeah, I think you saw somewhere that you painted the hat. Did they not make hats that look like ends? Nope. In fact, when I was browsing around for a freaking hat, that it was in early high school, and I wanted a hat that like didn't have a logo of some other company on it, because I don't like wearing logos for things. Either be a logo of something that I actually support and believe in, or just freaking, gosh darn it, or just be blank or whatnot, or have some design that doesn't represent anything. Gosh darn it, why do I suck? My goodness. And my current hat at the time was this black hat that had AR on it, which I didn't know what it was, and I googled it, and apparently it's like some random Canadian shipping company thing, and I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. So like, where am I going right now? Where am I going? Maybe I'm probably meant to keep going that way and just missile that one dude that I couldn't damage otherwise or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Like, do I missile you? Oh, I missile you. Okay. I wasn't sure because in testing I did a whole bunch of shots at it and it did like nothing. So I was like, okay, I want a hat that's actually something that, you know, I believe for or stand in, or is just like blank. Actually, I wanted a design that just didn't represent anything. And I browsed around looking for those, and it was freaking near impossible. Because as fate would have it, hats are very much something that, you know, people see as an opportunity in market, whatever the hell. So it was darn near impossible to find a hat that, you know, just that had a design that wasn't, you know, a logo for something. So I recalled Pokemon Black and White, and I was like, wait, doesn't that Enharmonia nerd have an interesting hat design? And I googled it and I looked at N's hat and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. So I got a blank black hat and I made it myself, and I have photos on like my old OS. I'm still kind of in recovery on my computer of you know, transferring over some files from my old OS to my current one, because my old drive was not the best. Now my OS is on a solid state drive that's directly hooked up to my motherboard. So I believe my old hat stuff is on, where would it be? I might have already moved it onto like my other drives. Would it be in my stream folder? Would it be there? No. Because I know I have photos somewhere. Is it just in my photos and videos thing that I made? Do I have it here? No. I have photos somewhere around of like the process of painting this, but I'm not quite sure where it is, unless it's still on, like, if I navigate to my other OS and the desktop there, go to my profile, go to desktop on this whole other OS. Yeah, I removed it from there since I moved it onto one of my other drives, and I don't know where I moved it onto the other drive. So it's somewhere on my computer, but I don't remember where. Know that I do have photos somewhere though. So like, if you really want to see the freaking photos of how this was painted, freaking ask me on Discord and I can freaking share them there. But I don't have them at the ready at the moment, is the thing. There's a Metroid thing glowing purple and whatnot. Anyway, a whole bunch of boosted commands it seems like I missed. And wish there were places you could go to get a hat like that. Yeah, I wish. I mean, there's probably artists that you could like commission online or something like that. Can I interact with this in some way to do something like this? I could always ask somebody that I know who's a freaking better painter than me. Like, there's a couple artists that I know. Heck, I recently had an aunt visiting from the next province over who just went back home today, actually. And sometimes she'll do like some painting for fun here and there on some things. And one of the things that she painted while she was here was a bunch of rocks. And she made a freaking gecko lizard rock thingamabob for me. Speaking of painting, I wish I could freaking paint well. You probably can't see it all that well because my light is like right there, so it's kind of screwing with it a little bit. But right now it's just on my desk. I'll find like a proper place for it later. But I got a rock. What do you get for Halloween? I got a whatever the heck. I don't know how the exact quote goes, and then it ends with like Charlie Brown being like, I got a rock. wait, what am I doing here? But yeah, remember the old hat on my Discord server, nostalgic with the old hat designs before the current stream logo and whatnot? Yeah, I guess we're not going through there right now. You wanna like not? There's some more dudes who've like died here. But yeah, I think you would just get a box of them from a wholesaler where there's just white fabric where you have white paint. Yeah, that's what I wish. And I was freaking checking in with a place that does custom hats called Lids, and I was asking like, hey, the freaking stitched on custom designs that you do with your machines, could you just do like the entire front white? And they were like, no, we can't. We only do like logos on like a small area that's like right there. And I was bummed out as heck, quite frankly. Oh, that's the Galactic Federation police that freaking sent out the distress signal. That's a good point there. That's who that is. Oh, Dewey's gonna put her paws over her ears because she's tired of listening to me. But yeah, wouldn't have to embroider that. Wouldn't have to. It would be very nice if it could just be like a fabric kind of thing. But alas, and whatnot. And the rock is cool, isn't it? Isn't it neato? So, what the hell? Did that like power me up? Scan pulse. Huh. What's this? Upgrading suit for ion compatibility? What the hell is this? Oh, it shows I have a bar there now. Iron fuels special abilities like the scan pulse. Refill your gauge with the iron orbs foes may drop when you either beat them or successfully parry. Okay, scan pulse uses iron to scan an area. Use it to reveal map information and the location of breakable blocks. Oh, okay, press up on the D-pad to equip, press A while equipped to activate. Cancel by pressing A again before the pulse is released. I'm pressing up on the D-pad. Oh. Huh. Oh, I see it at like the top left now. Like at the top left of the bottom screen. Interesting. Like I figured that already that those rocks would probably be breakable, but like... Huh. Huh, interesting. You know, like the animations in the chill down your spine, what, as being into a morph ball and going through the thingamabob? What's going on over here? What's happening over this way? Oh, there's our first Metroid. There's our first one. Well, we took out a whole bunch of them in the last game, and we're gonna have to take out a bunch in this game. And it seems like we're gonna have to take out 40, according to the bottom of the screen. The amiibo option has been unlocked in the map menu. Oh, I don't have the special amiibo for this game anyway. Not like the tongue physics. Did not like that. I think that I have, yeah, energy is, oh, so that's an energy thing, and the red ones are like the ammo kind of things. So, I guess we'll head over to that Metroid when we get the chance here. Wait, you guys, you wanna like not? Okay, nice. So, where's that Metroid at? In the last game, we had to freeze them first before we could kill them. We obviously don't have like ice right now, so... Can I take it out right now? Do I have to get ice from somewhere? I assume I could just take it out like as is without needing ice. Assume it's not going to be like the last one, but I really wish the save points would heal me. I guess that thing at the bottom screen is flashing to show that there's like a Metroid nearby. Do I need to like... I need to missile that thing. Okay. Okay, little... Oh, I see the eye. I never even realized that they had an eye there. Until just now. I never even realized that. There was a little bit of lag there. I mean, I could turn down the graphics from 10 times native resolution. Press X to use your melee counter right before charging enemy makes contact. Oh, will do. I probably do need to use missiles, don't I? I do. Oh gosh darn it. Okay, well, I will keep things in mind there. Oh, you're dropping stuff. Oh, you're dropping some shiz. Boop. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm getting it. Okay. I'm understanding bit by bit. Yeah, we could literally turn it down from 10 times native resolution. But it seems to be working fine enough for now. I mean, it seems to be working okay for now. So, I mean, may as well. Don't know why that was there. So that's our first Metroid down. And it shows 39 down there. So I guess there is like 40 total throughout the thing. Why does it say that I have like a DNA thing at like the bottom left? And then in the bottom middle, it says I have 0 out of 1 like other DNA things. I don't know what it means. I don't know what any of it means. Ammo fully restored. Okay. We'll learn eventually, right? Where am I going? Oh yeah, do I want to use a scan thing? So up on the D-pad and A. Interesting. Interesting. So what's this? Charge beam acquired. So we can just like hold a charge shot now. Is what we'll be able to do. Nice. Glad I came here before going back to the thing. Okay, so it's showing... Okay, so there's 73 out of 99 for our current health. The 850 out of 1,000 for like the scan pulse thing. And I assume other things that are going to get mapped to the other D-pad buttons. And then 26 out of 27 missiles. So we start out with 24. A weird number, I guess. But yeah, next time you could just get some fabric and a sewing machine. I don't know if I'd be adept enough with a sewing machine to freaking do that. It'd be really cool if I could have a hat like this, except, you know, the white was fabric instead of paint. But I don't know if that's ever happening. The charge beam gathers energy, which is then released all at once. Its power can be used to open charge doors. Charge doors? Press and hold Y to charge, then release Y to fire. Okay. There we go. Oh, so that's what the charge doors are. Okay, so it's good that we got that. And we'll get our first energy tank. Nice. But yeah, some local craft shops having sewing machines you could use, you could learn. I don't know how confident I'd be in my ability to learn something like that. I've already got so many other things that I want to learn, like being able to play music properly on that freaking keyboard that you see right next to the Doogie over here, or get better at my acoustic guitar that's right next to that. What? Freaking rigged. Rigged, man. Yoink. Anything over there? Ooh, secrets? Missile tank acquired. Missile capacity increased by 3. Oh, and I guess I could have seen like the tile on the bottom screen there anyway, from the scan that we did. So the yellow stuff that they drop is gonna fill up that bar that lets me use like the scan and stuff. But yeah, a guitar makes you instantly like 450% cooler. I know how to play some things on it. I can play Majora's Mask Clocktown theme, and I can play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers Primal Dialga. But those are... What? Did you change your mind? Did you change your mind for a hot second? But those are like the only things that I still remember how to play. Other stuff I'm gonna have to learn. I don't even know how to freaking read sheet music on my keyboard there. I know how to for guitar, but not the keyboard. Despite the fact that I can play a few things just from like memorizing it from Synthesia and whatnot. So yeah, this is the one-way thing there, and there were some things that I couldn't go through there before. So I can actually go out this way now. It seems like it's no longer a one-way thing. Yeah, it's no longer a one-way thing. It's just like a temporary deal, I guess. This guy who like has a guitar. Guitars are cool. Guitars definitely are cool. I never came through here before, so let's like see what's going on here real quick. Let's not leap into you. Oi. 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 So what is over here, huh? Oi. Freaking rude. You're so mean. Boop. Okay. Okay. But yeah, guitars are definitely very, very nice. So it seems like just like the last game that we played of Zero Mission, it marks like a circle on the map or like an O for upgrades that are there on the map that you've yet to acquire. So I see that there's one over here. Don't have more pop bombs yet. Don't have those yet. So there was an upgrade there. There's one down here that I missed apparently. And it is... where? It's in this tile apparently. But where? So scan thingamabob. So that's a breakable block over there. Wait, can I... Did I screw myself? Oh crap. Oh crap, I gotta go back up again. Can I do that from here? Wait. No. Gosh darn it. No. Ah! Do I have to go literally all the way around again? Because I screwed myself there? Crap. Dang it. Well, that was a little bit of a mistake, wasn't it? A wee bit of a mistake, but we can remedy this. I'll go back for that one. What's this? What is going on in here? What, you freaking charged up the slope there? Ow, you are mean. You want to maybe not? Is there secrets over here? Nope. Not quite over here, but we have a upgrade here. Sweet, another missile tank. So what I want to know is how to get that one upgrade. Well, I think I know how to get that one upgrade that I missed. I just gotta go all the way around town and freaking go do the thing. Oh, if there's one thing the last Metroid game taught me, it's to freaking save all the time. Is to absolutely save. Save complete. Good. We just step into the little room. There isn't even like an animation of like, you know, it flashing or anything like that, being like, oh, you've now saved the... Gosh darn it, get away. Get away. Save early, save often makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Save early and save often. I will try to do it. I will most certainly try. So let's go get that thing that I missed. I wasn't even looking at you for a hot second. My goodness, I do like the counter. I do like the counter thingamabob going on. The big smackaroo. Okay, I'm gradually getting used to controls and things in this game. Nice how this stuff gravitates towards you if you're relatively close to it. Okay, we don't have to delete like everything. We don't necessarily have to do that. So up we go. Up we go. So far the gameplay's feeling pretty smooth. So far it certainly feels like. Okay, so that's a two-way thing now. But this is still a one-way drop down over here because I don't think I can get back up again otherwise. So, right here. Yeah, that! That was the thing that I missed. There we go. Increase our missile capacity some more. Please, sir, may I have some more? And, 42.9%. Is that like my completion of collecting things in this area? Surface? Maybe? So apparently there's some stuff up here. Some exploring to be done. Hi. You wanna not? You wanna maybe not? What is this? Maybe I can't go through here right now. This looks like something that I can't go through right now. I'm gonna have to like get some additional thing to get by. To get by there later. You're 42% of the way through the game. One Metroid down. One Metroid out of 39. That's that math doesn't need double checking. I assume it's something else. Imagine if I was 42% of the way through this game already. From one Metroid down. So what does that make? 1.2-ish more Metroids? Something like that. Roughly. This game would be lame if that was all it was. There's super secrets there. But, like, I've already been through that area anyway, so even if I could get through there, it'd probably just lead to what I've already seen. I was just wanting to see if I could smackaroo and then sneak past. Is what I kind of wanted to see. Alright, well, we'll be on our merry way. So I think we've got all... Oh, I see on the map that that's a green door. That one that I was stuck at. It's marked as green. And the last game we played, green doors you needed super missiles for. So I wonder if that's something I'm going to need to come back to once I get super missiles. I do wonder. If I had to assume, that's probably, whoops, what it is, considering on the map it's green. I'm only just now noticing, and I probably should have noticed earlier, but gosh darn it, I am bad at video games. But everything is a-okay for now. Alright, give this the freaking big charge up and whatnot. You're done covering your ears. Oh, big stretch from the doogie. Big stretch there. What are you doing?